talk about the confidence the defense is playing with right now?
Oh yeah, I think we're playing at an extremely high level right now. Ever since that Broncos game, and like I said, that game we kind of got like outfought, and that was kind of like a humbling approach. And I think ever since that game, going forward, we took the approach as we got to be the dominant it factor, whether the offense does its thing or not. We got to show up, and we just got to keep that train rolling.
Tackling has been much more sound since that game. What mindset has led to that?
Making sure everybody gets to the ball, and when he goes back, he gets knocked back. You know what I mean? I think that we just didn't put a good. We always preach about what you put on film. In that game, we didn't put what we wanted to put on film, and I think we've been taking the right approach ever since.
Mahomes said after the game that you're a special player. He thinks there are a few guys in the league who both do what you're doing at linebacker and defensive end. Did you see that? What does that mean to you? Did you have any conversation?
Oh yeah, I saw it. I mean, shout out to Pat. I think he's a great quarterback and a guy that I look up to. Tremendous player, and it's kind of like what I was saying pre-draft. Like I ain't really think there was a lot of people that could do what I do, and I'm glad I can display it now. Trying to change naysayers into believers. You know what I mean? So, like I always say, like I'm always grateful for the opportunity I got by coming here, and they obviously believed in me and saw other things that some people didn't. Some people had me as like LB4, LB3, and every day I'm just more and more grateful that I'm here and I can display and do what I love.
It's coaching staff. Go ahead.
A lot of people didn't think this defense could do what it did against Kansas City. One thing to do what y'all did against Atlanta, another thing to do what y'all did against Pat Mahomes. I mean, you left them with 3 points pretty much the last 3 quarters. I think 4 punts. You had the forced fumble, interception, all that stuff. What y'all did, just how much confidence y'all gained on just that, doing what y'all did in that game?
Oh, it's crazy. Like, we knew we had to create turnovers. We knew we had to get the ball back. We knew we had to slow them down. And we kind of been preaching Wendy's, 4 for 4. They got to come somewhere. Forced fumble, got to be an interception, something. Like, we was preaching 4 for 4. And so we had to make sure we got our 4 for 4 so everybody could eat. You know what I mean? That was the only way. So, we was preaching that. But, like any game, turnovers is so crucial throughout the game. Those kind of dictate victories. And we knew that coming into that game, we knew there was kind of like turnover tendencies, and we knew we had to create some and make some and go out there and just get the job done.
Just the expectations of this defense, though. I mean, before the season to now, just you've opened a lot of eyes. Do y'all feel that way?
Yeah, you know what I mean? No, like, you know how it is. Like, we kind of always had that chip on the shoulder. We had that, the D, whatever happened last year. People like to always talk about last year, what they did before, like things like that. We worry about the present, what we're gonna show now. Like, I was on the team last year, so I can't really speak on what was going on. But I know right now, we know what we're capable of, we know what we gotta do, and we know where we're trying to go. So, I mean, that stuff don't mean anything to me. I'm just worried about the Raiders, how we gonna approach them, and how we gonna beat them and shut them down. You know what I mean? So.
How different is game planning on this short week, and what do y'all need to do to be ready for the race?
Extremely different. Obviously, you only get 1 day, or about really 1.5 days of real preparation. Obviously, coming in yesterday, trying to get the bodies back, and having today for preparation, and a small day tomorrow because we played Thursday. So, I mean, you obviously don't get a lot of time at work to get it done. So, it's going to take a whole lot more time away from your job and put in the overtime and the extra work and of how you want to come out, the outcome to be.
This coaching staff hasn't put you in a box. Really, ever since they drafted you, they had a vision for how they were going to use you. It wasn't just going to be a linebacker, it wasn't just going to be a butt end. How much do you appreciate that you were drafted to a place where they understood your talents and developed those talents to allow you to be you?
I'm extremely grateful, and, the guys who say every day I'm kind of like, walking around with a smile and like, I'm open up. Every day I give Coach George a hug. I say, you need a smile on your face too, brother. Like, that's like they kind of make fun of me. They try to say he's my dad, but like, that's like, I would say he's like an uncle to me, you know what I mean? And I just really, I love like what we have here and like that I'm here because this is like where I wanted to be. And I want, people say, well, what if he would have played his college season. Well, man, maybe I wouldn't have been here. So, you know, I don't look back on anything. I'm just so honored and blessed to represent the Star and have an opportunity to be a Star here. And it just really mean a lot. And to Coach Q, who sat me down, and Rob, who sat me down early on when I first got here, they said, yeah, like, we always knew you're the best defender, but you got to show it. Yeah, we did want corners, but you got to show why we drafted you. So I kind of always hold that chip on my shoulder, like, yeah, like, I'm the guy that you wanted. Like, I want to be the best player that you guys had here, and I just want to continue to show it and show them why.
I'm sorry, Micah. Have you played on Thanksgiving?
No, I never played on Thanksgiving.
How do you feel about it?
I feel good. I'm kind of preaching to the guys. It's like, somebody got to get 3 interceptions or 3 sacks or whatever, however it gets done, to hit a turkey dance, because I think of bowling. And I was like, and make sure you say Happy Thanksgiving after. So I'm kind of hoping somebody gets it done. Hopefully it's me. Hopefully it's one of the other guys or Trey, however it's done. But I want somebody to hit the turkey dance.
Is it a collective turkey dance or is it a solo turkey dance?
It's a solo, but I'm hoping like everybody gets in like a triangle and starts hitting the triangle, like a turkey dance maybe in the end zone. So right now we need 3 turnovers to hit the turkey dance.
So far, this is it a challenge on show a little more physical with body language you're saying, or is it trying to prepare for opponents?
I think it's more mental, because right now we're not going to do too much weight on the body, so it won't be too much physical going on right now. It's all about getting rest, recovery, and getting your bodies back for another hard game. But it's really more mental. The meeting times, the what film time, what you're looking for the tendencies and things like that, because you got to do more of that homework on your own rather than the coaches helping you more.
What does you doing homework on your own look like? What was last night like? What will you do after you leave here today?
Well, my son just got into town, so I'm going to spend a little bit more father and son time and, take on that challenge. But, after that, probably after dinner or something, I'll probably sit on my iPad in my room, watch some film, look at, what blitzes that I can line up in or what coverage I can be in, and take it from there, or the previous games they played.
How special is that for you to have Malcolm in town?
It's really special. My little guy, I missed him, and I can't wait for him to see me back at the game and on the field. It's been a while, but, I think it's great that I could be with him during my family during Thanksgiving time.
Bigger
When
than
were
you
you
remember?
last with him? When were y'all last together?
I would say right before the bye week. Yeah, that last home game right before the bye week.
So you said blitz you're going to be in, so you're going to be more linebacker at the end this week?
It just all depends. We got to let them figure it out. Atlanta play in. Yeah.
What are your Thanksgiving plans? What the family? When do you guys get together and all that for dinner?
Right after the game, my mom said she going to have it pre-made. And you already know how Mama Parsons, I might put up an IG story for y'all so y'all know how it go down. And, I just can't wait to get that first Thanksgiving plate. I'm kind of glad we getting it out the way so we ain't play Sunday, because the leftovers would have hit on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
What's your favorite, macaroni and cheese, what?
Oh, of course, the mac and cheese, but you also got the combos. You got the stuffing. Now I can mix the yams with the ham or the yams with the turkey.
Right.
Man, I feel about 5 pounds heavier now already.
I was going to ask about your mom. I know she cooks all year round, but for Thanksgiving, is that a special time around the party?
Yeah, Thanksgiving and Christmas. I got some friends coming to town. They were talking about, man, I can't wait to taste that plate on Thursday. I was like, yeah, you already know it's going to go down. I'm talking about 2 hours, about an hour after, you just see everybody like this, laying down, taking naps, wake up, make another plate. So it's kind of exciting time. I always appreciate Thanksgiving and the holidays, because it gives you real time to just appreciate your family and who you have around and just take in your loved ones.
What's been the value of, during all this rookie season, of being able to go home and have your mom be there? I know your friends there too, but just having your mom go home too?
It's pretty awesome, because, at the end of the day, it always feels good to be able to take care of the loved ones who always took care of you. And, my dad's in town, so it's kind of nice to just feel like a family again. And it's always nice to have your family around to catch up. And, I know they were really proud of me, so I just kind of always honor them every day.
Any teammates going to come over for Thanksgiving?
I hit the chat. I said, man, because this is my mom's always thing. She even did it in college. D-line chat and linebacker chat said, man, if you don't got your family in town and your wife don't feel like cooking, you're more than welcome to come to my house. Mom makes enough for about 100 people. So, anybody can come, man. I just love to have the people, and I enjoy bonding.
But if the Lions always hungry, will there be enough food?
Oh yeah, there'll be enough. You know, there's a pride that comes with the line. you can't take it for everybody. You know what I mean, everybody got to eat now. Yeah.
Mike, after you guys lost week 1, you ripped off a bunch of wins. Now you're in a place where you've lost 2 out of 3. Is there a different sense of urgency when you're in that kind of position later in the season?
No. I mean, we always got to remember there's just things that's bigger than just those games. You know what I mean, we still don't have everyone back yet. I mean, we're still trying to get guys back. You know, we're dealing with COVID still. We're dealing with injuries. And, you know, that's kind of like the trials that happens throughout the season. The main point is that we got to make sure when the times that's important, we have everybody healthy, everybody going, and everybody in the right place, in the right mindset. And I think that's what's more important. Not saying that right now is not important, but we know what the end goal is, and we know where we want to go. And when we get guys like Randy and Dlog back and, you know, Coop back, I think it's going to be a way bigger picture that we're all going to be worried about.
Considering the success you've had without those guys on the field, what do you imagine it's going to be like when you are at full strength from a personnel standpoint?
Yeah, man, sometimes we talk about it, we chat about it, but it just brings smiles to everybody's faces because I'm really excited. I can't wait to get D-Log back. I keep telling you, you can have all them chips back, you can have all that stuff back. I don't want it no more. And, you know, when we are healthy and we're able to fully go, you know, I feel bad for those quarterbacks out there. So really excited to keep going.
I can't remember if we asked you about this already, but that Brotherhood Bingo that Mike McCarthy does sometimes where he picks someone's name out of the hat, what's that like, or out of the machine, what's that like for y'all? Have you ever gone up there?
Yeah, I went up there. I mean, I think it's cool that everybody does it. It's just not rookies. So, I mean, if you don't really know a guy, you kind of hear something about their story, where they're from, and, you know, how they represent themselves. And it's always fun to find something new about your teammates because you always find a common ground and you can relate, or, you know, whether you know something new about them and maybe something that you have a good background in or y'all can relate on a different basis. So it's always kind of cool, learn something new about your teammates, and I think that just kind of brings everyone closer.
What did you share when you went up there?
Oh, man, I shared how I got beaten one time, and everybody related to that. I mean, you can't not relate to a nice beating from your mom and dad. So.
Go ahead, Jane. Last question.
You might have been past this already, so I apologize if you have. But Patrick Mahomes calling you a special player. Before that game, you had talked about playing him in Madden, and that was the guy that you used.
Mm-hmm.
What did it mean to have someone like that say that about you after the game, even in a loss?
I mean, for me, it's a blessing because I look up to guys like Pat and those guys that's kind of dominating the league right now, and I kind of like always wanted to make an impact the way he has in the game, and it kind of just always makes you kind of more excited for like what's next. You know, people always talk about the rookie wall, but you know, I'm just keep climbing and climbing because I'm excited to see what's on the other side of that wall. So. I mean, it's really exciting. I appreciate Pat, and I hit him up. I said, man, I need a jersey one day. He said, as long as I get one back. And I said, you got it, bro, because I'm going to give that to my son one day, and, you know, he's probably going to be the most prized possession ever, and he doesn't even realize it yet. So I just think those type of things are just so cool, man, and everybody just appreciates the game because that's what it's all about, the love for the game.
We talked about that last week, so you're willing to spend money on that jersey then?
Hell yeah, man.
Thank you.
Cool. Thanks, Mike.